Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sheep Market U.S.A. At Sheep Market U.S.A., we'll strive to bring you all the information you need from market prices to grain futures, flock management, and more. So, no matter if you're a veteran or just starting out with your first flock, we'll bring you all the information needed to help you make the very best decisions you can about your flock, your farm, and your finances. Now, here's your Sheep Market U.S.A. host, Lanny Brothers.
Thank you very much, Mark. Until we get our production studio up and running, I guess we'll continue on with these more like Sheep Market News Radio for the time being. I hope that's okay. Anyway, coming up in this edition of Sheep Market USA News, we'll have your market recap from last week, weather report is coming up, grain futures, and a health and management section. All that and more just on the way for you right here at Sheep Market USA. As we take a look from the U.S.D.A. Sheep Market Summary this past week's sheep market trends across the regions, reflecting some seasonal supply adjustments and varying demand, feeder lambs, slaughter lambs, and ewes all experienced some notable price movements this past week. In the feeder lambs, prices remained strong, particularly in the lighter weight lambs, 40 to 90 pounds, which saw an increase in demand in regions like New Holland, Pennsylvania. That steady upward trend was driven by robust buyer interest. Slaughter lamb prices displayed some variability by region. In San Angelo, prices increased by nearly 9%, particularly in those over 120 pounds. However, other regions experienced slight declines, reflecting adjustments in seasonal supply. In the ewe prices, they remained stable overall, with breeding ewes showing resilience due to a steady interest in flock expansion. Now, some of the higher-grade ewes commanded some premium prices. In New Holland, Pennsylvania, looking at your regional highlights, there was a strong demand for feeder lambs supported by higher prices. San Angelo slaughter lambs prices surged, reflecting an increased buyer activity. And in the Midwest auctions, there were stable ewe prices with moderate demand for breeding stock. And as we open up the grain market report for this past week and looking at key movements in the futures trade, corn started off on Monday, closing at $4.50, and its highest close on the week came on Friday at $4.69. Now, corn prices have showed a steady upward trend throughout the week, driven by strong demand and tight ending stocks. Now, analysts suggest that the bullish momentum could continue in the short term. Looking at soybeans, soybean close on Monday was at $10.19 and also had its high of the week on Friday at $10.37. Now, soybean prices have been trending upward, supported by concerns over the South American crop conditions and steady export demand. And looking at wheat, wheat closed Monday at $5.30 and continued an upward climb throughout the week, closing at its high on Friday of $5.51. The market sentiment was encouraged by weather conditions in key production areas and geopolitical uncertainties affecting some global supply chains. Oats closed on Monday at $3.75, but also continued a similar upward trend throughout the week, reflecting strong demand in the feed market and limited supply. That's your grain futures close from this past week here at Sheep Market USA. We have your weather and your health management section still to come. As we look at our weather snapshot for this upcoming week here at Sheep Market USA News, the northeast sections of the United States will experience lingering winter conditions with temperatures ranging from highs in the mid-40s to lows in the upper 20s. Expect mostly cloudy conditions early in the week, partly sunny conditions by midweek, and there is a slight chance of light snow or rain showers in the higher elevations. In the southeast, you're going to be seeing a mix of spring warmth and cooler nights, though. The daytime highs will range from the mid-60s to low 70s, lows dipping into the 40s. Skies will be mostly sunny, though some areas may see some patchy morning fog or light rain showers by midweek. Midwest is going to remain chilly. Highs will be in the upper 30s to mid-40s, lows in the 20s. Expect partly cloudy skies throughout the week with a slight chance of light snow flurries or freezing rain in the northern areas. And those winds are going to be picking up by midweek, which will add to that cold feel. The southwest region of the United States is going to be enjoying mild and dry conditions with highs in the 60s to low 70s, lows in the 40s. Skies will remain mostly clear with no real precipitation expected. This region is probably going to have the most stable weather all week. The northwest sections of the United States are going to be facing some unsettled weather, though. Highs will be in the 40s to low 50s with lows in the 30s. We'll expect a mix of rain and snow showers, particularly in the higher elevations. Cloudy skies will dominate with brief sunny breaks possible later in the week. On the West Coast, there will be a mix of conditions, with northern areas seeing rain showers and cooler temperatures with highs in the 50s and lows in the 40s. Southern California will remain warmer and drier, with highs in the 60s to low 70s and lows in the 50s. In the Plain States, there will be a gradual warming trend taking place. Highs will be climbing from the 40s early in the week to 50s by midweek. Lows will remain in the 20s and 30s, with skies partly cloudy and a slight chance of light rain or snow showers in the northern areas. That's your Sheep Market USA News weather snapshot for this upcoming week, starting off Monday, March 10th, here at Sheep Market USA. With winter lingering and spring taking its time to warm up, sheep farmers face some tricky challenges in keeping their flocks healthy. Now, the cold can stress your sheep, make them more prone to illness, and affect their overall productivity. But don't worry, here are some tips to help you keep your flock thriving during these chilly months. Most of these you know, but it never hurts to have a little refresher. Number 1, keep your sheep well fed. Sheep burn much more energy staying warm when it's cold out, so make sure they're getting plenty of good quality forage wherever possible and adding in energy-rich feed like grains or silage as needed. Keep an eye on their body condition, especially for the pregnant and nursing ewes, as they will need extra nutrition. And don't forget mineral supplements like selenium and vitamin E to keep their immune system strong. 2, provide shelter from the cold. You know, sheep handle cold weather well, but freezing rain and harsh winds can still cause some big problems. Give them a dry, wind-proof space to shelter in. For lambing ewes, clean bedding is a must to keep newborns from getting chilled. Remember, less crowding means less chance of spreading illness like respiratory issues. 3, always have fresh water available. You know, frozen water troughs can be a big problem in winter. Hydration is crucial to keep sheep eating and healthy, so check water sources often. Heated troughs and safe de-icers can make life much easier when the temperatures drop. 4, stay ahead of health issues. You know, cold and damp weather can lead to problems like pneumonia, so make sure to watch out for symptoms like coughing, labored breathing, or nasal discharge. Wet ground can also lead to foot problems, foot rot, abscess, and scald. So keep hooves trimmed as much as possible and consider foot baths to prevent infection. Now, don't forget to check for internal parasites too, as limited grazing might increase their risk. 5, be ready for lambing season. Cold weather brings extra challenges for lambing, so to prevent hyperthermia and starvation, which are the biggest risks for newborns, dry off lambs as soon as possible after birth, and make sure they get colostrum quickly. Lamb jackets can also provide the extra warmth that they need. 6, manage stress for healthier sheep. Stress can weaken immunity, so keeping things calm is key. Stick to regular feeding schedules, reduce handling as much as possible, and ensure your flock has enough space to move around freely. By staying on top of your flock's nutrition, shelter, and health during the extended winter, you can set them up for a strong start to spring. So a little extra care now goes a long way toward keeping your sheep healthy and productive.